The economy of Pakistan is the 24th largest in the world in terms of purchasing power parity (PPP) and 42nd largest in terms of nominal gross domestic product. Pakistan has a population of over 212.2 million, 36, the world's fifth largest, giving it a nominal GDP per capita of $1,357 in 2019, 37, which ranks 154th in the world, and giving it a PPP GDP per capita of $5,839 in 2019, which ranks 132th in the world for 2019. However, Pakistan's undocumented economy is estimated to be 36% of its overall economy, which is not taken into consideration when calculating per capita income. 38. Pakistan is a developing country 39, 40, 41, and is one of the next 11 countries identified by Jim O'Neill in a research paper as having a high potential of becoming, along with the BRICS countries, among the world's largest economies in the 21st century. 42. The economy is semi-industrialized, with centers of growth along the Indus River. 43, 44, 45. Primary export commodities include textiles, leather goods, sports goods, chemicals, carpets, rugs and medical instruments. 46, 47. Growth poles of Pakistan's economy are situated along the Indus River. 44, 48. The diversified economies of Karachi and major urban centers in the Punjab, coexisting with lesser developed areas in other parts of the country. 44. The economy has suffered in the past from internal political disputes, a fast-growing population, mixed levels of foreign investment. 49. Foreign exchange reserves are bolstered by steady worker remittances, but a growing current account deficit, driven by a widening trade gap as import growth outstrips export expansion, could draw down reserves and dampen GDP growth in the medium term. 50-51. Pakistan is currently undergoing a process of economic liberalization, including privatization of all government corporations, aimed to attract foreign investment and decrease budget deficit. 52. In October 2016, foreign currency reserves crossed $24 billion 53, which has led to stable outlook on the long-term rating by Standard & Poor's. 54-55. In 2016, BMI research report named Pakistan as one of the 10 emerging economies with a particular focus on its manufacturing hub. 56. In October 2016, the IMF chief Christine Lagarde confirmed her economic assessment in Islamabad that Pakistan's economy was out of crisis. 57. The World Bank predicted in 2016 that by 2018, Pakistan's economic growth will increase to a robust 5.4% due to greater inflow of foreign investment, namely from the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. 58. As of May 2019, the growth rate has been revised and the IMF has predicted that future growth rates will be 2.9%, the lowest in South Asia. 59. According to the World Bank, poverty in Pakistan fell from 64.3% in 2002 to 29.5% in 2014. 60, 61, 62. The country's worsening macroeconomic position has led to Moody's downgrading Pakistan's debt outlook to negative. 63. In 2017, Pakistan's GDP in terms of purchasing power parity crossed $1 trillion. 64. By May 2019, the Pakistani rupee had undergone a year-on-year depreciation of 30% vis-a-vis the US dollar. 65. Contents. Economic History. Main article, Economic History of Pakistan. First 5 decades. Pakistan was a middle-class and predominantly agricultural country when it gained independence in 1947. Pakistan's average economic growth rate in the first 5 decades 1947 to 1997 has been higher than the growth rate of the world economy during the same period. Average annual real GDP growth rates 66 were 6.8% in the 1960s, 4.8% in the 1970s, and 6.5% in the 1980s. Average annual growth fell to 4.6% in the 1990s with significantly lower growth in the second half of that decade. 67. 21st Century. In 2016, the Atlantic Media Company (AMC) of the United States has ranked Pakistan as a relatively stronger economy in the South Asian markets and expected that it will grow rapidly during days ahead. AMC said that during the period January to July this year, Indian 100-point index was 6.67%, while Karachi Stock Exchange (KSE) had achieved 100-point index of 17%. 68. Economic resilience. GDP rate of growth 2012 to 2018. Background. Historically, Pakistan's overall economic output (GDP) has grown every year since an 1800 recession. Despite this record of sustained growth, Pakistan's economy had, until a few years ago, been characterized as unstable and highly vulnerable to external and internal shocks. However, the economy proved to be unexpectedly resilient in the face of multiple adverse events concentrated into a four-year 1998 to 2002 period. The Asian financial crisis, economic sanctions. According to Colin Powell, Pakistan was sanctioned to the eyeballs. 69. The global recession of 2001-2002, a severe drought, the worst in Pakistan's history, lasting about 4 years. The post-9/11 military action in neighboring Afghanistan, with a massive influx of refugees from that country. Macroeconomic reform and prospects. National highways, motorways and strategic roads of Pakistan. According to many sources, the Pakistani government has made substantial economic reforms since 2070, and medium-term prospects for job creation and poverty reduction are the best in nearly a decade. In 2005, the World Bank reported that Pakistan was the top reformer in the region and the number 10 reformer globally, making it easier to start a business, reducing the cost to register property, increasing penalties for violating corporate governance rules, and replacing a requirement to license every shipment with 2-year duration licenses for traders. 71. Doing Business. The World Bank (WB) and International Finance Corporation's flagship report Ease of Doing Business Index 2019 ranked Pakistan 136 among 190 countries around the globe, indicating a continuous improvement and taking a jump from 147 last year. The top 5 countries were New Zealand, Singapore, Denmark, Hong Kong and Korea. 72. With improvement in ease of doing business ranking and giving an investment-friendly roadmap from government, many new auto sector giants like France's Renault, South Koreans Hyundai and Kia, Chinese JW Forland and German auto giant Volkswagen have stepped in Pakistan auto market through joint ventures with local manufacturers like Dewan Farooq Motors, Khalid Mushtaq Motors and United Motors. 73. U.S. oil and gas giant ExxonMobil has again returned to Pakistan after nearly 3 decades gap and has acquired 25% shares in offshore drilling in May 2018, with initial survey showing a potential of huge hydrocarbon reserves discovery at offshore. 74. With recent agreement from Saudi Arabia to invest more than $15 billion in establishing a mega oil refinery and petrochemical industry in Gwadar, more commitments for investments are on its way to come in this sector, especially from UAE, Qatar, Malaysia and Italy. To boost Pakistan's unstable foreign exchange reserves, Qatar announced to invest $3 billion, the form of deposits and direct investments in the country. 75. By the end of June 2019, Qatar sent the first $500 million to Pakistan. 76. 77. Subscribe my channel and give big thumbs up. THANKYOU.